Sometimes you just need a moment to actually feel it. And that leads us to the next thing on the program outline, which is the spoken word. Let's invite Maaame to the stage for the impact. Thank you. A true leader. A true leader is loyal to his core. He knows his purpose, giving respect to all. He supports and guides his team, encouraging them in visions and dreams. Now there are the leaders and there are the followers. The people who know what it takes to take honor, sitting, criticizing, and giving others with chest boasting, I am the leader. At times, when looked upon for strength, he sits back as if he is non existent. No professionalism, no enthusiasm. To me, that speaks volumes. Taking all the credits to build self esteem, yet his influence on his team remains unseen. A true leader is content. On the success of his team, he is bent. He does not take credit for the hard work of others, but works passionately with his team to conquer. He always adds a spiritual dimension, viewing his members as humans. There are some, I don't know why, who only concentrate on suits and ties. Inadequacy, they may try to hide, but their attitude will illustrate their leadership styles. A true leader must be disciplined, no fear, no doubt, no procrastinating. The position requires calculated risks, no demonstration of helplessness. Some like to raise their voices to be heard. Anything of significance, not a word. A leader must be true in his actions in order for his team to experience manifestations. Some are exemplars, some are not. Difficult to understand when they open their mouths, seeking fame, magnifying their positions, no preparations, no revisions, no information. They sit by and depend on another. Watch them on victory day, patting their own shoulders. On the topic of respect, that is the third letter, the fourth letter, or something around that area in the leadership spelling. This I must inspect. There are leaders who are introspect. Others are in position to see what they can get, always looking down at others. I say with regret, not even good morning on their breath. Believe me, I do not exaggerate. But there are others with whom I can relate. They walk in goodness and faith, never using others as the keys to open their own gates. I know of some leaders who lead and command like a boss. With the correct mindset, they portray their status. They are the ones who deserve my applause. But I am happy to say, all is not lost. To some leaders, I ask God to minister, teach them how to properly be planners. They are always like that and they want to rush through, to be the first in the queue, but contribution to their members, thing new. Boasting, I am this, I am that, but never knowing when to stop. They pull down others to rise to the top, always grinning, like that's a big feather in their cap. I know of a great leader, one who has absolute control the world over. He is not designed in deception. He has known from conception, leading in blessing from his throne. No better leader have I known, seeing the positive in all situations, arranging your deadlines to completion. Come on, leaders, make a declaration. To seek God firstly in all your missions, watch your acronyms and be aware that earlier I mentioned loyal, I mentioned exemplars, I mentioned attitude, I mentioned discipline, I mentioned enthusiasm, and then I mentioned respect. Those are the true acronyms of a leader. You cannot lead a team if you have no prayer. So seek God firstly in all your missions. Thank you.